Hey, check out the leftiness of Elizabeth Warren.
I hear all this, well, this is class warfare, this is whatever. No, there is nobody in this country who got rich on his own. Nobody. You built a factory out there, good for you, but I want to be clear, you moved your goods to market on the roads the rest of us paid for. Yep. You hired workers, the rest of us paid to educate.
Am I the only one imagining a brain floating around a pickle jar?
I think what's happening. Propaganda.
Elizabeth Warren, or should I call her by her Native American name, Elizabeth Warren, because despite her claims, she's about as Native American as a gallon of milk. Elizabeth got herself into a bit of trouble with the real Western tribal descendants for her claims because by listing herself with minority status, she may have taken jobs away from actual minorities. So the legal immigrants and those who pander to them, even the so-called Native Americans see that it's a bad thing to come in with false documents and take jobs away from people. But Elizabeth now tries to say that it was her hard work and her talents that she used to make her achievements.
Can you talk a little bit towards Native Americans who have said that they feel as though you might have taken opportunities away from potentially other Native Americans because you listed yourself but you weren't officially enrolled in a tribe?
I am very proud of my heritage. I am very proud of the stories that my grandparents told me, that my grandparents told my parents, and my parents told my brothers and me. Being Native American is part of who our family is. I've been hired in different jobs because I work hard, because I'm a good teacher. They recruited me based on my abilities, based on my hard work, based on what I've done as a teacher. I thought they'd been pretty clear about that.
Wait, by saying that, you're contradicting everything you believe and stood on. You're right. Hard work and the talent to know how to make the most of hard work really helps with elevating your status. But I guess that you're the only one who gets to enjoy that distinction, that only your hard work and talent got you to where you can enjoy being a millionaire.
There is nobody in this country who got rich on his own.
It couldn't have been because you're a woman. You should have been given the opportunity on that alone, right? It couldn't have been because of your so-called Native American heritage, right? If that were the case, you never would have had to list your supposed heritage as a Native American and lean on that to get work. But you did it on your own, whereas everybody else who becomes wealthy couldn't have possibly done it on their own. They did it because of what others paid for. Well, let me help you rephrase that. Because of commies like you, they did it with what others were forced to pay for. In order for there to be money for things to be paid for, it first has to be worked for, which is fine. But the socialist-minded in government forced them out of what they worked for, which isn't fine. If you liberals valued hard work as much as you claim, then you wouldn't insist on taking what people work so hard for. Also, a lot of the people that you pander to don't really pay taxes. Sure, they pay taxes during the year, but they get a refund, which I think is stupid. The government takes money from some and then gives it back. The government isn't supposed to be taking our income in the first place. Whether you get a refund or whether you supposedly owe more, it's a violation of our right to property. The government is not supposed to be taking any of our income. Not one of these liberals can give a fair amount of what people should pay. If they had their way, the rich would pay 100%. But these truly greedy liberals don't understand that businesses would collapse and there would be no jobs for the businesses to give. There is no fair amount to pay. There is no number you can give. And since there is no number that you can give, then you might as well let it be no number and let it be represented by zero. Zero is the only fair number. Again, we're not supposed to pay income taxes. It's a violation of our property rights. The 16th Amendment is in conflict with the Constitution. Zero income taxes is the only fair number for everybody to pay. There is plenty of taxes to be collected with excises, imposts, and duties. Plenty of money for the government to do what they're supposed to do, and that's to protect, not to provide. Anyway, I think it's funny that people like Elizabeth Warren think that having so-called Native American in her makes her more noble or something. The melting pot is a beautiful thing, y'all. I'm grateful that my heritage includes Kushite, Asian, and European. But that's not what grants me nobility any more than it would deprive me of it. My heritage means that you should respect me more. Now look at my grandmother with those epicantheric eyes and high cheekbones. Do I think it's great that my grandfather found love in the Philippines during World War II? Of course I do. I love it that that's in my heritage. Do I think it inherently makes me a better person for it? No. I'm Alfonso Rachel with Zoe Nation, where it's no wonder why college kids are getting more and more nuts. They're in debt to teachers like this, who turn around and tell them that society owes them an education. Oh, the irony. She's about as Native American as a gallon of milk.